Hey everyone, this is Matt with Dyna Products. We're going to talk about the biggest firewood processor rental opportunities that are available now. So let's jump right into it. Let's start with talking about where the households that burn firewood are located. So these are all of the households throughout the US that burn wood as their primary source of heat. The darker the color, the higher the concentration. So this is percentage of homes. So in Vermont, 12% of all households burn firewood as their primary source of heat. In Maine and Montana, it's about 6%. New Hampshire, West Virginia, New Mexico, Idaho, and Oregon are about 5%. And the rest of these have a fairly good concentration of firewood use in their respective states. But if we then look at it as how many households is that talking about? So Vermont goes from the number one concentration to a decent market, about 30,000 households. But New York, Pennsylvania, Michigan, Washington, Oregon, and especially California become very big markets where you've got between 100,000, 80,000, California, 170,000 households that burn wood. These are enormous markets. Now, if we look at it as how many of these markets are currently being served with rental centers, we use this map. So the darker color illustrates more centers. So Pennsylvania, there are currently 15 different rental centers with processors in place. Now, this doesn't account for which centers have how many different firewood processors. This is just going over the number of centers just to show a certain level of representation. So if we take the previous information and the number of rental centers and we combine those maps together, we get this. And what this identifies is where some of the underserved markets are for the rental industry. So California, 170,000 households that burn wood, only 2 rental centers in the entire state, meaning there's 85,000 households per rental center currently in that location. We'll see states like Maine, over 40,000 households per rental center, highly underserved. Same with Oregon. New Mexico, people forget it's cold in the desert at night. So New Mexico. Arizona has over 40,000 households and they have no rental centers. So looking at this, you can see that there are some areas that if you're interested in bringing in a rental unit, especially if you do the Dyna re-rent program where you don't have to pay for the unit, we cover it. All you have to do is the basic maintenance, rent it out, and collect the money. We have programs like that if some people like to buy it outright. Whatever it comes down to, these are what the markets look like. There's a lot of opportunities. A lot of opportunities that people may not think exist. So if you have any questions about this, please reach out to your Dyna Products representative. We're more than happy to talk about this. I'd be happy to talk to anybody in more detail about this data just to see how big the opportunities in your area are. And as always, God bless you.